So I woke up to see this news and I'm not surprised, to be honest. I mean, the Arsenal manager has the virus now, and that means our players could too. Leicester, Everton and Bournemouth apparently have staff and players that could have the virus as well. A Chelsea player, Hudson-Odoi, he has the virus, so it's gotten pretty serious the last couple of days, and this is no surprise. Yesterday, the Premier League wanted to continue, but now they've actually seen sense, and they decided to postpone until April the 3rd. Here's the official statement. The FA Premier League, EFL and FA Women's Super League and FA Women's Championship have collectively agreed to postpone the professional game in England until Friday the 3rd of April at the earliest. This action will be kept under constant review, which has been taken due to increasing numbers of clubs taking steps to isolate their players and staff because of the COVID-19 virus. It will also apply to all England team fixtures. The next two games, I got an email about it actually. The next two games against Denmark and Italy, I think, they're both cancelled in March. Every level and all FA competitions, including the Emirates FA Cup and Women's FA Cup, along with Academy and youth team matches. Yeah, obviously they're all cancelled. So like it's every level. The decision is being made purely on the number of cases requiring self-isolation and the impact on facilities. Given the steps taken across clubs, there is no alternative but for today's action. You should have seen that yesterday, to be honest. They had to flip and wait for people to get the virus to flip and cancel it. Like a day ago, they were like, we're going ahead. However, all parties are committed at this time to trying to complete this season's domestic fixture program and are liaising to establish appropriate options to do so. We are liaising with the National League pyramids, men's and women's, and will continue to offer guidance and support. In the decision to continue playing or to postpone their respective competitions, there's a matter for each league and as autonomous bodies within the game. With respect to the senior men's fixtures against Italy and Denmark at Wembley Stadium, as I mentioned already, refunds will be processed. Obviously, those are cancelled. Monies will be returned to the card. Okay, so that's about the refunds. UEFA has already confirmed that all elite round qualifiers across under 17 and under 19 age groups have been postponed. Europe's governing body will meet on Tuesday to discuss further implications for international football, including national team and club competitions. I'll get to that in a second. Actually, there's a second thing. We will continue to monitor all government advice with the situation under constant review, with the priority being the health. That's good, right? That should be the priority. Priority being the health and well-being of all. Further updates will follow in due course. So, as for the people affected, the athletes mainly, I think they will be fine because they have strong immune systems, but obviously it could spread, and certain staff members, managers obviously are a lot older and with health conditions, so we need to look out for those people and for fans as well, obviously. In the light of developments due to the spread of COVID-19 in Europe and related decisions made by different governments, all UEFA club competitions and matches scheduled next week are postponed. So that's Champions League and Europa League second leg games postponed. Already there were first leg games this week in Europa League postponed anyway. So yeah, that's off as well, obviously. Obviously, it's not just England flipping. I mean, we've been one of the last people to do it, which is ridiculous. But Italy's been on lockdown, obviously, because they've been heavily affected. Second to China in terms of like how much they've been affected, in terms of how many people. 2 Juventus players have it apparently, so obviously that's another big thing. Real Madrid, someone in their basketball team had the virus, and obviously they play at the same place as the football team, so the Spanish league got postponed as well, and the French league I'm pretty sure is postponed as well now, and the German league, they're considering cancelling the whole season, having no champion, giving the top 4 teams Champions League and relegating no one, and adding 4 teams from the second league. That's what I heard. That's kind of complex, but if they want to do that, that doesn't sound too bad an idea, to be fair. It's kind of unfair on Leverkusen though, because they're 5th, 2 points off 4th. Obviously health comes first anyway, but yeah, that's an interesting idea by Germany. The AFL is still going to go though, surprisingly. The Australian F1 Grand Prix got cancelled, so clearly Australia's affected as well. Obviously in America too, flipping NBA, NHL, that's all gone. But yeah, the AFL is continuing in Australia. The AFL Women's and AFL Premiership, which is starting on Thursday, will continue. However, no fans will be permitted to attend matches for the foreseeable future. I mean, this could work, but if a player or coach or just anyone involved in the game gets the virus, then obviously they have to cancel it. I assume that none of them are affected, but we don't know, do we? Like, not everyone gets tested is the first thing. So like, this virus is a weird one because you don't know if you have it or not. That's the main thing. You could feel poorly and you could just be normally sick, or you could have the coronavirus. You don't know unless you get tested. So yeah, I mean, I get it, you know, health comes first, so hopefully things get better, and look after yourselves obviously, because you never know what this virus could do, because like, we don't fully know. I don't think we fully know everything about it, to be honest. Like, we know quite a lot now, but don't know everything about it, and there's no cure either, so it's a serious problem. So look after yourselves, you know, wash your hands. I know that's a common thing to say now, but you know, that should be a normal thing anyway. Like, you should wash your hands, you should clean yourself. It's taken a flipping virus for us to realize that, for people to realize that. But yeah, I don't know how toilet roll helps, so stop fighting over that. I guess you can still buy toilet roll, but like, relax, jeez. As for my content, AFL predictions are still coming this week. Obviously the football stuff is cancelled now, so I do want to still make content. One of the reasons I make content in the first place is because of there's so many negative things in the world. I want to entertain people. Like, that's one of the reasons I do YouTube in the first place. So I still want to put content up. Now that there's no football season for a month, as in soccer as you would call it if you're in Australia, I guess there'll be more geoguesses. I do enjoy doing that, so you know, maybe we'll have some fun with that series. I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, you know, look after yourselves, and yeah, see ya.